first thing I did, as always, was moisturize my face. After I'd done that, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in medium brown to do my brows. I brush up the hairs and then I lightly fill them in using small, short strokes in a feathering motion. Next, I'm using the Luminous and Smooth Maybelline Foundation in shade 220 to provide a base for the eye makeup. I use foundation because it looks more natural than concealer on both eyes and across the bridge of the nose. Then I set the foundation using a shade close to the foundation color. Next, I use the Cherry Lip Pencil by MAC to start drawing out the flames. The flames have 3 individual points. So the first one, you start in the inner corner and you go up straight and then you curve outwards, and the point of the flame should end around the middle of your eyebrow. Then I'm going to go back in and I leave between the points of the flames about 2 millimeters of space. And the second flame will go pretty close to the brow and end a little bit past the end of my brow tail. The third flame, it's basically like doing a cat eyeliner, so just that simple shape, and again between the second and the third point of the flame you leave a little bit of space. If it's not perfect, don't worry, I go in and fix it multiple times. Now I'm using the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in shade 01 and an eyeliner brush from Essence to define the flames a bit more, just to clean up the work I've already done and make it look nice and neat. Using the same brush and some more of the lip stain, I'm blending this color inwards, leaving the lid pretty much blank. Most of the eyeshadows I use for this look are from the Morphe Brushes 35B palette. I'm setting the lip stain I've applied using a 234 Zoeva brush and a red eyeshadow from the palette. To make sure the flames don't lose any definition, I'm alternating between foundation and a nude colored eyeshadow. The foundation I'm applying with a 317 wing liner brush, and the eyeshadow I'm applying with a pencil brush. So credit must be given where credit is due. This look is inspired by La Vie d'en Prince on Instagram. Without him, I wouldn't have done this look and I wouldn't have made this video. So yeah, thank you. So you can see throughout these clips, I alternate between the eyeliner brush, the foundation, and the wing liner brush, and the pencil brush to make sure the definition is really there. This is key for this look. Next, I'm using the 234 Zoeva shader brush again to apply orange and yellow eyeshadow. So the orange is going on the inner and outer corner, and the yellow is applied to the lid, though the very front part is still going to be left blank. So for most of the eyeshadow, I'm using just the 234 shader brush from Zoeva. One side I use to exclusively apply yellow, and the other is for red and orange. This makes sure that everything blends together really well, and it's really great because I only have to use one brush and not 10,000 brushes. Next, I'm using my pinky finger to apply a shimmering yellow shade. It's a combination of a yellow shade from the 35B palette and the NYX Love You So Mochi Electric Pastels palette. Using the 234 Zoeva shader brush, I'm blending the shimmery yellow shade into the matte yellow I'd applied earlier. Do you guys see the flame starting to come to life? So I'm curling up my eyelashes with my eyelash curler. Now I'm applying my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara to both my top lashes and my eyebrows. I always do this to my eyebrows because I find it lasts longer than eyebrow gel. For my face, I'm using the Luminous and Smooth Maybelline Foundation again, first applying with my fingers before buffing the foundation into my skin using the 104 buffer brush from Zoeva. Next, I'm applying the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer from Catrice Cosmetics in the shade 015 Honey under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and on my chin. I then blend this in using an Ulta Beauty flat concealer brush before again buffing it in with the same buffer brush I used for my foundation. The concealer on the bridge of my nose I blend in using my finger. This just gives me a bit more control and it ensures that my nose does not look crazy contoured and muddy. For bronzer, I'm using the 600 Cocoa Perfection Powder from Marc Jacobs, applying it with the Luxe Cheek Finish Zoeva Brush 126. To set my concealer, I'm using the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder and a makeup egg. I don't do this on most days anymore because I think it just looks too cakey, but for Halloween makeup, I think it's perfect. For the under eye, I'm mirroring what's happening up top, so I'm using red and orange in the inner and outermost corners and yellow in the middle. To make sure the shimmery yellow shade pops, I wet my brush. To make sure my under eye is nicely blended, I'm using the shader brush again, and I'm also using this brush to apply a nose contour. I added some red shadow to the Perfection powder I used earlier, just because I thought it would complement the eye really well. I didn't insert clips because it looked really messy, but just so you know, it is there. The highlight is MAC Cosmetics Oh Darling, which I applied using the 114 Luxe Face Focus Zoeva brush. I'm also using a pencil brush and the same highlight on the innermost corner and on my under eye in the center part. Moving on to lips, I'll be using 3 products. First off, I'm using Lady Danger by MAC Cosmetics and applying it all over. Then I'm using the cherry lip liner I used to outline the flames at the very beginning again. And finally, I'm deepening the red using Ruby Woo, again from MAC. This is actually a very famous lip combo that Rihanna has used before. Now I'm applying mascara to my bottom lashes. And I'm using the Manhattan Kohl in Nude Couture eyeliner to tightline my waterline. And aside from lashes, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at It's Bianca, 3 A's and an underscore. And yeah, till next time.